Good morning, Bobcats. My name is Mr. Poole. I'm going to be a U.S. history teacher for this class. So if you're watching this video, that means you have found this link right here and you have clicked on this link. So what I'm going to do here, as it says, is it's kind of how I'm going to start the class. There'll be a video at the end of this video right here. So I'm going to show you how to go through that later. But for now, I'm just going to walk you through the introduction guide, right? So let's start right here. I posted right here, which is your virtual schedule. So make sure you pay attention. You'll see that this semester has changed. We're going to start class at 7 o'clock, 7:05. All right. We'll have that right there, first period, and then you see right here. So this is just a quick understanding of where you're going to be and at what times. The in red means you're having a live or synchronous class. So if you're in my first period class, right, on Monday you see that we have a live class from 7:05 to 8:21, right? On Wednesday you see we have office hours, right? And so that's kind of where it is right here. You see lunches on your own. Another change to the semester as well is PLT. You notice you have 3 live PLT classes right here, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So make sure you take a look at that. So I'll do that, make it easier on you. All right. Also, while I'm thinking about it, you'll be able to find my class based on kind of the flag right here, right? So you should be able to see that I have the American flag and I have "We the People," all right? Because that's kind of America, right? People vote for people, democracy, yada yada yada, right? And so you know how to find that pretty easily. So here's a folder for tools and guides if you need that. If you're having any trouble with anything, you can go through these right here. A startup guide, right? It's like a survival guide for you. It says here are some things to know if you have a computer. If you have a computer, you can go ahead and set these things up and bookmark favorite these places. If you don't have a computer, save this document to help you when you get one, right? And it's like MNPS login credentials, right? Your email, how to use Schoology, right? It's kind of like just like a lifesaver type of thing, right? So it's a survival guide thing. So that's that first one. This is just a little short version, some of that as well, just condensed down right here, right? I think Ms. Parks made this. So that's really good. So we'll take a second look at that, and then how to reset your password, right? So if you do that, you just click on those right there. Such your tools and guides, like kind of lifesavers, right? So now what I'm really going to focus on here is just welcome to U.S. history. And so let's start first, kind of introducing who I am right here. So you just click on this right here, and it will walk you through it. So I'm going to hit view, right? I'm actually not going to hit view. I'm just going to pull it up right here because I have it right here. And so just kind of let you know who I am, right? My name is Mr. Poole, and this is my second year at John Overton High School. So like I said, it's my second year at John Overton High School. It's actually my 6th year teaching. And so I've been at 2 other schools previous to this. I graduated from MTSU with a bachelor's in history and a master's in curriculum and instruction. I do have a second job as well. I'm probably not your only teacher to have one, but I am probably one of the rare ones too. Because we don't get paid nothing. And so I deliver bread for Pepperidge Farms. So if you're around kind of the Edmondson Pike area, right, or 21st or Green Hills, Melrose, there's a chance you may see me. I've seen former students there before, so don't be shocked if you see that area putting up bread, because that's my second job. Typically, I'm there very early in the morning, right? Class starts at 7, like this morning I got home before the sun even rose, right? And so you know that about me. And so, like, especially if you're trying to email me, Sunday nights, right, and Wednesday nights, probably the only nights I really won't check it late, but other times I will, right? But I always check my email, so always shoot me an email. I used to coach softball at John Overton High School, and I've also coached football before. I do love coaching because I really love sports. I'm a big Ravens fan, so it's going to be fun when we get to watch the Titans and the Ravens play this upcoming weekend. But the reason why I really am not really in doing sports as much anymore is because I have 2 kids, right? This is Callie right here, and this is my son Easton. This was taken this past summer. I really love these photos. I don't really update my photos a lot. I have some other ones. I just didn't put them up here. And so Callie right here, she is now actually 4, so maybe I should change that and change that to 4, right? She's not 4.5. She's just 4. And she is my heart, right? I absolutely love this girl to death. And so she is just my heart. And I'll do anything for her. And she knows that. If you heard her a second ago, that was her yelling at me to get water, right? So I had to go downstairs and get water, which is why you hear me being out of breath. This is Easton right here. He'll be 2 in a couple days. And so he's my buddy, right? We're just playing. He loves shooting basketball. He loves playing baseball. We got him a tee for Christmas, right? He loves being outside and playing sports as well. He loves watching sports. He's really into the show Blippi right now. And so those are my 2 kids, right? And I love them to death. That's Callie and that's Easton. I don't know these people. This is just kind of at a park thing we're at. And so why am I your teacher, right? Why am I in front of you? So I decided to be a teacher really to help, to be a teacher to help students, right? To impact their lives and to inspire, right? I want to try to inspire you to be more than you ever thought you could be. I want you to believe in yourselves, right? And so I'm a big believer in quotes. We'll do weekly quotes in this class. We'll respond to them. I'll talk about them. And essentially, it's all centered around this whole idea of believing in yourself and how we're going to respond, right? And so I'll be talking about that and talking about how you respond with greatness. And we'll be going through history and we'll be seeing examples of this and using our content to relate it to that. Because school is great, academics are great, it's good to know knowledge. But what does it matter if you can't make it relevant in your own life, right? You can't utilize this in your own way, right? And so I want to try to inspire y'all, as we'll talk about with John D. Rockefeller, and Edison and Carnegie, right? Some of these great men who built America. So just so you know, I'm always here for you. I still have students that reach out to me. And literally, I think today I had a student from my first year reach out to me, wanted me to put me down as a reference, right? She's actually she's in college, but, so I'm always going to be here for you no matter what. So although we're not seeing each other in person, really building those relationships, I'm still going to remember you for the most part. It's different again, virtual as well, but I'm always going to be there and I'll do anything I can to help you, right? And so again, I'm a big believer in that. If you care, you will ask, right? So think about that in regards to your grades. But also know this, I am not your parent or your friends, right? So if you need to talk about anything, I'm here for you. We can do an individual call through Teams if we need to do that. But understand this, a lot of times, even in the quotes, you'll hear me say this, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, all right? Your parents and your friends tell you what you want to hear, right? When your boyfriend or girlfriend breaks up with you, they say, oh, they are the ones that lost out. It's their fault, right? That's to make you feel good. You need those people, all right? But you also need people who are going to be real with you and tell you the truth, right? And so that's kind of what I'm here for, right? I'm not your parent. I'm not going to make you feel a lot better than you really are. I will be positive and supportive with you, but I'm going to be honest with you, right? Tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, right? Like if you want to be an engineer, that's great. But if you're struggling in math, maybe you might want to consider something else. You can still be an engineer, but you really have to focus on that, right? And that's hard for people to hear, right? This is hard for people to hear, right? You can be anything you want to be, but you got to work towards it, right? And so that's what I mean by that. And so that's why I became a teacher, essentially here to inspire, impact, and help others. Again, if you need to email me, right, you can reach me at any time at charles.poole@mnps.org. I'll respond to that. It's connected to my phone. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me. You can email me through Schoology. A lot of kids that did that last semester. I'll respond back to that. Just know if you email me through Schoology, I typically do not check it after school hours. Right. So once class is over, I typically shut down my computer. So if you email me like at 6 o'clock at night through Schoology, gotta love COVID, then I'm probably not going to see you till the next day. But if you email me at this email right here, my MNPS email, I will see and I will get back to you. All right. So again, that's why this one's the best one. Right. But I'll respond however you get back to me. Right. Talking points, whatever. And so that's just a little bit about me. Right. So you know who I am because I'm teaching in front of you, right? Who's this crazy person in front of me? So you know my background and stuff like that, right? So I am from the Nashville area as well. And so there's some expectation and norms for the class, right? You need to come to every synchronized class on time, right? And you need to be there. They're very beneficial. I will tell you for U.S. history, we go through a lot of information. So it may not be the most engaging class. I really hate that. I like to make them engaging. But because it's virtual, it's hard and the pace we have to move at. But I would definitely need to come because, you may not get everything you need through the readings. It's all there. But again, typically when people explain stuff, sometimes it's easier. you should always participate in the synchronized lessons. This will benefit you, right? If you're on that borderline, so let's say you're sitting in the low 60s, but you participate in every class, you're probably going to pass, right? But if you come to class every day and don't say a word, right, and you're sitting there at 55, I'm probably going to leave you there at a 55, right? Again, the more you put into stuff, the more you get out of it, right? And so, again, show me you care. You show me you care, that helps me look good, so I'll scratch your back in return, right? But you still have to do the work, right? If you just participate and don't do any of the work, then, come on now. You still have to at least demonstrate mastery for me. And you need to complete all your asynchronous lessons on time. So all the assignments we do, whether it's a writing assignment that you'll see or a quiz that we'll do, you need to make sure you submit all those on time. I'll talk about that later on. And as well as, formative homework and summative assignments on time as well, which is the same thing. And then be sure to check the announcements in the syllabus for due dates and lessons each week. It'll tell you what is due, and I'll go over all that for you, right? And so that's just some of the expectations and norms. And so now that you've come to the conclusion of this video, you need to make sure you click on this right here, and it'll teach you how to walk through and navigate through Schoology. It's based on last semester, so it's still pretty much the same, and I'll be explaining stuff. So again, if you come to class, I'll probably will show you how to do this as well. So, but yeah, I hope y'all are great. Look forward to getting to know y'all and seeing y'all smiling faces. So have a good day, guys. See ya.